Collision frequency, it is the total number of collisions occurring in a unit volume of a gas per second. So if you consider the collisions that are taking place in a container, how many possible collisions of binary collisions that can take place in a unit volume in 1 second, that count is taken as collision frequency. Number of collisions that takes place in unit volume per unit time period. So that is where we are talking about the collision frequency. Now in collision frequency, if you assume there are collisions that are taking place among all the n number of molecules, the collisions Z1 into n is expected number of collisions. If Z1 into n is expected the total number of collisions that are taking place, there will be some collisions which are repeated, and those collisions can be accepted and removed from that particular number of collisions. We get the collisions which are possible within the container containing unit volume in 1 second. So let us understand this particular one, how this will be taking place. If your number of collisions are n, half of the collisions will be repetitions that will be taking place. So if you cut short the number of collisions to half, that will be the number of possible collisions that takes place between two identical molecules. So it is indicated with Z11, which is given as Z1 into n by 2, where Z1 stands for collision number, Z1 stands for collision number into n by 2. So collision number into n by 2, if I have to take this particular one, collision number Z1 is known to us, it is root 2 pi sigma square u bar into n. Now if I write Z11, Z11 is Z1 into n by 2. Half of the collisions are only acceptable collisions, remaining half are repetition. So removing them, we will get Z1 into n by 2 collisions. So Z1 into n by 2, if you write root 2 pi sigma square u bar into n multiplied by n by 2. You can see root 2 times. So this becomes 1 by root 2. This is pi sigma square u bar into n square. We get Z11. 1 stands for the collision between two identical molecules. If you write 1 2, it is between two different molecules. So please don't confuse in that. If I'm taking number of molecules, n is equals to number of moles into Avogadro number. Number of moles can be written as PV by RT into Avogadro number. We know the volume is unit volume. 1 centimeter cube or 1 liter, 1 liter or 1 meter cube. I'm taking unit volume. It can be either 1 meter cube, 1 liter or 1 centimeter cube. Unit volume I am taking. In a unit volume, n can be written as P by RT into Na. So substituting this in the equation, if I substitute this n value in this, we get Z11 is equals to 1 by root 2 pi sigma square u bar into P by RT into Avogadro number whole square. We know u bar is, we have the formula of average velocity root over 8 RT by pi m. So if I substitute even this also, if I substitute, I'll get Z11 is equals to 1 by root 2 pi sigma square into 8 RT by pi m whole power 1 by 2 into P by RT whole power 2 into Na whole square. So this is the equation which we will be getting, and that equation is what we have taken in this particular one, where this root 8, if I bring this root 8 out, root 8 is 2 root 2, so root 2 and root 2 gets cancelled. This will be left out as 2 into sigma square into n square root 8 RT by m. Now in this particular one, this equation, I can write this particular equation as the final equation in this way. At constant pressure, I have an error, just correct it. At constant pressure, Z is proportional to T power 1 by 2, that comes from here, and there is also T coming from here by T square. So this gives you Z is proportional to T power minus 3 by 2. So at constant pressure, Z is proportional to T power minus 3 by 2. At constant temperature, Z is proportional to P square. At constant volume, we can apply Gay-Lussac's law. P by T also remains constant. P by T also remains constant. So that means you can see this particular term, if I am taking this total, if I just erase this part, in this total term will remain constant now. This will remain constant because you have already R is a constant, Avogadro number is constant, P by T is now constant. So this total term will not include, it's only the temperature power 1 by 2. So T is proportional to 1 by 2. This can be taken as the factors which are important for competitive examinations. So Z is proportional to T power minus 3 by 2 if only pressure is constant. Z is proportional to T power 1 by 2 if volume is constant.